Hundreds of feral rabbits are infesting the main campus for the Division of Child and Family Services, causing the health department to issue a warning to the public.
Now, the health department says the infestation could lead to a possible outbreak of deadly diseases. News 3's Gabby Hart joining us live from the West Charleston location. Boy, Gabby, this is an interesting and unique problem to have. What is the next step for this campus?
Heather, Gerard, since we've been out here, we've already seen about 10 rabbits. Take a look right here behind me. You can see several of them just hanging out in the grass. We're told that there's about 800 of these little guys running around this campus. And the Department of Health says so many wild animals in a small location is a health hazard. They're warning people who visit this campus to avoid the animals or anything they may have contaminated, including grass and soil. The health department says so many rabbits in a small space could lead to an outbreak of diseases like salmonellosis, or a rare but deadly disease called tularemia. And I spoke with Barrett Evans, who's with the Division of Public and Behavioral Health here, and he says the campus has always had a small rabbit population, but he says over the last 3 or 4 years that population has just continued to grow, and it's to the point where something needs to be done about it.
I believe that they were introduced, whether somebody let a couple dozen rabbits go or at some point, I'm not sure how they got there. But the population has kind of been small enough to where the staff that are on campus have tolerated it, I guess the best way to put it. But it's getting to a point now where they're starting to come into the buildings and they're finding dead carcasses everywhere, and it's becoming a problem.
And the Department of Health says those rabbits can also attract predators that carry rabies, creating another problem. Officials plan to start trapping the rabbits and relocating them. In the meantime, they're asking people not to give them food or water. But, you know, just being here, we actually see that there are several of these water dishes set up for the rabbits here on location. They're also telling people who come work here and visit to make sure you practice very strict hand washing procedures. I'm reporting live. Gabby Hart, News 3.
Wow. And one thing about rabbits, as we all know, they do tend to multiply, let's say. Hopefully they can get that thing handled. Thank you, Gabby, for the update.